Five Nights at Freddy's is all about tiny details. Things hardly anyone would notice, yet they have such a deep impact they practically solve the game. So today we're exploring some of the smaller details you may have missed in the recent trailer. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and I'm back at the studio. And this is the top 10 tiny details you missed in the FNAF Security Breach gameplay trailer. Let's do it. In a 10 security room. In the shot of the security room where Gregory stands after all the cameras shut off, we see the screens flickering static as if they were unable to show video. However, a closer look actually reveals that these cameras are showing images in the static. Some contrast and brightness tinkering can reveal a slightly clearer picture, but we can't be exactly sure of what it is. To me, it looks like a really blurry version of the supply closet from FNAF 1, at least one of them does. I have a feeling that the glitches are versions of cameras from previous games, and I wouldn't put it past Scott. There are other images that are really blurry, like really low quality ultrasounds, but if you have any ideas as to what these secret images can be, let me know down below. In at 9, Vanity Glitches. During the scenes focusing on the individual animatronics on the elevator, there is text that shows up between each shot. These say when fear takes hold and reality fails, the stage is set and insanity prevails. Each line of text glitches onto the screen, but within those glitches are hidden images of the antagonist of this game, none other than Vanny, the reluctant follower of William Afton. There are two images that are shown, one of her looking to the left and the other of her looking towards the center. The eyes that linger over these glitches also always appear above her head. Having these images be glitches on the screen obviously is a reference to Glitch Trap, and having eyes above her head is symbolic of being watched. So could Glitch Trap be watching her through these animatronics, making sure she's doing her job? They all have red eyes after all. Only time will tell. And at 8, Shadow Bonnie. During the scene where we see the first alcove containing the animatronics, we see Chica rocking on her guitar. Firstly, this appears to be the home of the animatronics while they're not working or during the night. But no matter how dumb that is from an AI perspective, there is another thing that is slightly odd about this little room. There seems to be some form of microphone or perhaps some other electronic attached to her desk that, while having a light directly on it, is still pitch black. It is also in the rough shape of Shadow Bonnie as they appeared in FNAF 2. It's not perfect, but it's still noticeable if you're looking for it. This could be a coincidence or a nice nod to a character that will be appearing in this game, like how Scott made Chica's party world for Sister Location. And it's 7, Cupcake. Also in front of that same alcove, we can see a few frames of Chica's famous Cupcake in a display case, almost like it's a museum, or perhaps a memoriam to the old design of Chica that they had to abandon for this establishment, or because the fans love the Cupcake and would be furious if it wasn't here in some capacity. There looks to be a plaque on the front of the display as well, indicating that maybe it's a bit of a showcase for the Cupcakes and perhaps its history with the character of Chica. Maybe the Fazbear Entertainment Company is trying to push sugary foods less, or maybe they just want to get rid of the Cupcake since it was involved with a version of Chica that was possessed by the soul of a child after Afton offered them more pizza. Maybe this whole area is dedicated to ensuring the reign of Afton never comes back. Good luck with that. Someone didn't listen to him when he says he always comes back, and obviously someone didn't look at the final shot of that trailer. And at 6, the eyes. There is a scene where we are running through maybe what can be thought of as a maintenance tunnel, probably below the Pizzaplex. We don't know if anything is chasing us, but we can guess so since this shows over the line they won't stop hunting you, none of them will stop hunting you, suggesting that we are in fact being chased. Now at the very beginning of the scene to the left of the screen, on the very edge we see some lights. However, as our character runs, the fence or railing beside us cuts that light into 2 separate dots, very reminiscent of the eyes of good old Golden Freddy, the one who will not rest torturing Afton's soul in hell. While this may just be a coincidence, we know Scott doesn't do that sort of thing. There were probably multiple shots of this scene and he would have chosen this one because of that tiny detail. That may have been a mistake, but now I can't unsee it. Halfway through at number 5, design change. This is something I didn't notice until I went into the comments of that trailer. In the summer of 2020, Funko leaked the designs of the action figures for Security Breach, thus leaking the designs of the animatronics. People were pissed about this, obviously, since Scott had specifically told Funko not to release anything. What is it with Funko and leaks? Anyway, the designs of the characters from the gameplay trailer are actually slightly different to those of the action figures that were released. This is most notable on Roxanne's clothes, where Scott moved the black star shapes, and on Monty's guitar, where he removed or made the black stripes smaller. At least from what I can see. Chica's guitar is also a lighter blue and mostly white, as opposed to white and a darker blue from the original action figure. And the animatronics in the trailer are properly proportioned. The action figure heads just weird me out. Like, the pop figures are fine because it's meant to be that way, it makes sense, but the action figures, it's weird. And at 4, Balora's theme. Over the footage of us being shown the individual animatronics of Chica, Roxanne, and Monty, we hear some music that would potentially be triggering to fans who played Sister Location. Here's the clip. This is very reminiscent of Bellora's theme from Sister Location, not the song she sings, but rather her theme music that has no lyrics. This is more of a remixed version of the song instead of the original, but it could be a hint at something much more. Like Vanny says at the end of the trailer, there is more going on here than you realize. It then cuts to something else, and that makes us think that that's what's going on that's more, but we realize that. So what if this truly means this could be in the introduction of William Afton's wife? Bellora is used as an allegory for his wife, not being possessed, Bellora isn't possessed, but just as a mother figure to the mini-Renas and even kind of Baby if you look at it that way. And if you do, the connection only grows since Baby is possessed by Elizabeth Afton, William's daughter, or was. We don't know what happened to his wife, she has no official name. Some think she died naturally and that drove him to killing, some think William killed her, others think she ran away after learning about what William does. Maybe we will learn more about her in this game. Maybe she is indeed the security guard. Maybe her name is Vanessa. Maybe it's just because that music is creepy. Who knows? Getting close to the end in number 3, staff only. Near the end of the trailer, before the security breach logo, we see Vanny pop out from behind a door labeled staff only, indicating that she is a staff member. But why is staff an acronym? The term staff is used in many different ways, as a plural noun, adjective, and even a verb. But none of those uses use the term like an acronym. In fact, when I searched for the acronym, even with quotation marks, nothing came up. So this is definitely something odd. What could this acronym stand for? And is there actually a meaning behind it, or is Scott just giving us a red herring? Let me know your theories down below. Penultimately in number 2, purple. The color purple is everywhere in this trailer, no doubt a connection to the purple guy himself, William Afton. The trailer starts off with him speaking and then he is present throughout the whole trailer. There is purple in nearly every shot, and if there isn't, it's a color that makes purple, blue or red. Plenty of the neon lights are purple, purple is a common secondary color throughout the Pizzaplex, even the logo that shines on the wall is purple. Chica's playpen has plenty of purple, the Pizzaplex alcoves have purple, Chica's guitar is purple, Roxanne's leg warmers are either a dark purple or blue, but she's also wearing a red shirt. Monty's gloves and shoes are purple. The only animatronic that doesn't seem to have purple on them is Freddy. Maybe this indicates that he isn't under Afton's control. Everything in this trailer for the most part is related to the color purple. The logo is red and the text is glowing blue. Not to mention the ending with, finally, and at number 1, the arm. The final shot of this trailer is clearly a reference to William Afton. I know you noticed that, but what you might have missed, however, is the reflecting purple light that we can see in the reflection of his arm, throwing any theory that this is the Stitch Wraith out the window. At least, maybe. The arm also appears to have been melted at some point, or has had something melted onto it, like flesh perhaps, or the remains of a suit that caught fire after being lured there by your son and your former business partner. There we have it, friends, the top 10 tiny details you missed in the FNAF Security Breach gameplay trailer. Which details did you notice the first time, and did I miss anything you'd want to see in a part 2? Be sure you let me know down below. Speaking of that, let's read out some comments, because it's been a hot minute since I did that, and people are probably mad about it. I wouldn't know, because I don't read the comments. I do read the comments, I just don't reply in video. Astro World said, FNAF Security Breach comes out. Me, slowly steals PS5. I responded to this in like a reply, but like, how would you slowly steal a PS5? Would you move it like to the door inch by inch every day? Like by the end of the week you move it 7 inches closer to the door? Like, is that what you mean? I don't know how you slowly steal something. Just grab it and run. I mean, I don't have any experience, but yep. Lily Moss says, my fave part of this is please Sky Daddy Scott. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, hey, Scott is basically the Sky Daddy of FNAF, so. Hi, Poppy. OB said, the name's not Clara! I know that, but you gotta get the clicks, man. Come on, you should understand that by now. I constantly say that there is no Clara Afton, but enough people say it that the audience for it was enough to put it in the thumbnail, okay? Cute_demon says, didn't Clara Afton get killed by her husband William and possesses Bellora? How is she still alive? And then in a reply they say that she was killed by William in a car crash. No, she doesn't exist. Clara is the name of a character from a show in Sister Location. William's wife or baby mama has no name yet, so it could very well be Vanessa. And we don't know if she died. She doesn't possess Bellora. Bellora isn't possessed, okay? No. That's all I have time for today, friends. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. Hey, at least I get a nice green screen now.